Sometimes you stop in the middle of your day and ask yourself a simple but powerful question. Why does it feel like some people completely turn their lives around, while others stay stuck in the same place for years? You see someone go from struggling to successful, from confused to confident, and you start wondering what changed. Was it luck? Was it talent? Or is there something they understood that others didn't? I remember feeling this exact way when I was learning English. At the beginning, it felt overwhelming. Too many words. Too many rules. Every sentence felt like a challenge. It honestly felt impossible. But then, slowly, something shifted. Not overnight. Not because of one big decision, but little by little, things started making sense. And that's when I realized something important. The way we change our lives is the same way we learn a language. Real change doesn't happen in one dramatic moment. It happens through small, repeated actions, daily choices, tiny adjustments. Most people love the idea of change, a fresh start, a new version of themselves. But the truth is most people never actually change. Why? One major reason is fear of failure. So many people ask themselves, what if I try and fail? But they rarely ask the more important question, what if I try and succeed? Every successful person you admire has failed. Not once. Many times. The difference is simple. They didn't stop. Another reason people stay stuck is lack of direction. They know they want a better life, but they don't know where to begin. So they wait. They think they need a perfect plan before taking action. But clarity doesn't come before action. Clarity comes from action. Then there's negatives, that quiet voice that says, I'm not good at this. I'll never change. I'm just not that kind of person. Those thoughts stop progress before it even begins. And maybe the biggest trap of all waiting for motivation. People say, I'll start when I feel ready. But here's the truth. Most people never hear. Motivation comes after action, not before. There was a time when I kept waiting for the perfect moment to start something important in my life. I thought one day I'd feel ready, confident, prepared. That moment never came until I took the first step anyway. And once I did, everything started moving. That's the key lesson here. Understanding what's holding you back is the first step toward changing your life. Once you see the barrier clearly, it loses its power. So how do real changes actually happen? Through small, daily improvements. There's a powerful idea called the 1% rule. If you improve just 1% every day, you don't just get a little better. You become dramatically better over time. Those small efforts compound. Just like interest in a bank account, this connects directly to the power of habits. Your habits shape your identity. What you do every day becomes who you are. Reading 10 minutes a day. Practicing English for 5 minutes. Replacing one negative thought with a better one. These things feel small, almost meaningless. But over time, they completely redefine your life. I've seen people become fluent in English without intense study plans. No pressure. No perfection. Just consistency. Listening every day. Showing up every day. Small actions. Big results. And while action is essential, there's something even deeper that controls everything: your mindset. There are two types of mindsets. A fixed mindset says, I can't change. A growth mindset says, I can improve. That difference changes everything. Your brain is constantly filtering information. It looks for proof of what you already believe. If you keep telling yourself, I'm bad at this, your brain will find evidence to support that idea. But if you say, I'm getting better every day, your brain starts noticing progress instead. This is why affirmations matter. Visualization matters. Gratitude matters. They are not magic. They are training tools for your brain. When you focus on what's working, you see more opportunities. When you focus on growth, growth follows. Another thing that stops people is waiting to feel ready. but you will never feel fully ready. Confidence doesn't come before progress. Progress creates confidence. Mistakes are not proof that you're failing. They are proof that you're learning. Done is always better than perfect. Whether it's learning English, building a habit, or changing your life, starting imperfectly is better than never starting at all. So, here's a simple challenge. Think of one thing you've been postponing. Just one. And take a small step today. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Today. Because action creates momentum, and momentum creates confidence. And finally, remember, your environment matters. The people you surround yourself with, the content you consume, the voices you listen to, all of these shape your behavior. If you surround yourself with negativity, it becomes normal. If you surround yourself with growth, improvement becomes inevitable. Follow people who inspire you. Join communities that value learning. Reduce exposure to things that drain your energy. You don't need a perfect life. You need a supportive environment. And when your mindset, habits, and environment work together, change becomes natural. You have more control over your life than you think. Small changes, repeated daily, can transform everything. Progress takes time, but every step forward matters. Start small, stay consistent, and keep going.